Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. I'm KFC Dad and this is the Mind the Silver Fox YouTube channel, and these are the Premier League predictions for week number 13. Today's video takes a new twist. Now, I'm here on my own and Mind the Silver Fox is at his mum's and Wesley Schnauzer is in the other room. So we're all gonna do the video, but we're all in different locations. So Mind the Silver Fox, and I'm really proud of him because normally when we do the videos, because of his disabilities, you know, I prompt him and I help him through the videos to, get things right. And sometimes we have to do a lot of takes. But he's done his part of the video all on his own and filmed it himself and done what he needed to say himself. So well done to him because he hasn't done that before and this is a first for him. And Wesley Schnauzer, well, you know Wesley Schnauzer, he's a seasoned pro four-legged mutt.
Right then, this is from Mind the Silver Fox. Yes, this is on the Mind the Silver Fox channel. KFC Dad at his house and at my house, Mind the Silver Fox house. Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel called Mind the Silver Fox. Get down there, subscribe. Predictions for the chat and Premier League.
So we all know the third member of the team. It is Wesley Schnauzer, the only prediction dog in the whole of the world. And he is currently, well, I'm going to come to that, the scores on the doors. Let's see where he's at, because he has been leading both the Championship and the Premier League predictions. So let's see where he's at now. So the scores from the last weekend. It is still Wesley Schnauzer in front and he's top of the league. He's got 78 points. He's smashing it. In second place is KFC Dad with 65 points. And in third place is Mind the Silver Fox. He has 64 points and he's caught up with me, just 1 point behind me now. So he's done well. So that's the scores on the doors from the last weekend. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 8,000 subscribers by Christmas, and you guys can help us get there. If you watch the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, give us your comments, give us your predictions, and if you're from anywhere in the world, just let us know where you're from as well. So let's get on with the show. Game number 1 is Brentford versus Burnley. Now let's start off with Burnley. Now Burnley have lost their last 3 games. They're in the bottom 3 at the moment. They did play 3 London teams in Chelsea, Arsenal and West Ham and lost to all 3. So not doing that great. Their opponents is another London side, Brentford. Now Brentford are doing okay. They're mid-table. They did lose their last game though, and on this one, I'm going to go for another London team to beat Burnley, and I've gone 2-1 to Brentford. Now, let's see what Mind the Silver Fox has got to say and what Wesley Schnauzer has got to say.
Game number 1 is Brentford against Burnley. I'm saying 2-1 to Burnley. That's my prediction. What are your thoughts?
Hello everyone, I'm Wesley Schnauzer. I'm still top of the league, so let's crack on with these predictions then. So game number 1, that's Brentford versus Burnley. Now Brentford are doing alright. Burnley are in that bottom 3 like the boys have said, and I've gone for Burnley to actually cause an upset and a 1-0 win to Burnley against Brentford.
Game number 2 is Manchester City versus Leeds United. Let's start off with Leeds United. Another one of the promoted sides in the bottom 3 as well, but third bottom, Leeds United, and has, same as Burnley, lost their last 3 games. They have played well in those games, but they have, not won those 3 games. They're going up against Manchester City, and Manchester City are doing very well, but they have lost their last game against Newcastle United. They lost 2-1 and Harvey Barnes scored 2 goals for Newcastle United. What's my prediction for this one? I've gone for a Manchester City win. I think they were too strong. I've gone 2-0 to Manchester City. Let's see what the boys are saying.
Manchester City versus Leeds United. Both teams lost. Manchester City lost 2-1 against Newcastle, and Leeds lost 2-1 against Aston Villa. You know, I'm going to say this one, 3-1 to Manchester City. They'll win back on wins. That's my opinion. Yes, what do you think about that one? Let me know.
Manchester City versus Leeds United. Now, Manchester City and Leeds United both lost their last games. Manchester City losing to Newcastle United and Leeds United losing to Aston Villa. In this game, I think Man City will get the win, and I'm gone for a 2-1 win for the citizens.
Game number 3 is Sunderland versus Bournemouth. Now, Sunderland and Bournemouth, they're both on 19 points. They're in 7th and 8th place in the league. Sunderland, one of the newly promoted sides, have done very, very well, and being 7th in the league. But they did lose their last game 1-0 against Fulham. Now, their opponents, Bournemouth are a very good side as well. They did draw their last game 2-2 against West Ham United. Two sides where I don't know what to do on this one, but what have I gone for? I've gone for a 1-1 draw for this one, and let's go see what the boys are saying on this one.
Sunderland versus Bournemouth, and also that one. Bournemouth got tracking a great point against West Ham 2-2 draw, and as Fulham, Sunderland lost 1-0. Yeah, and also I'm saying this one 2-1 to Bournemouth. That's my opinion. What are your thoughts on that one?
Sunderland versus Bournemouth. Both teams going well at the moment. I think, though, Sunderland will edge this, and I've gone for a 1-0 win to Sunderland, the Black Cats.
Game number 4 is Everton versus Newcastle United. Now, these two teams are kind of evenly matched, I'd say. The 13th and 14th in the league. They both have 15 points, and they both won their last game. So Newcastle beating Manchester City in their last game, and Everton beating Fulham in their last game. So they've both got decent players. So what am I going to go on for this game? I've gone Newcastle United just to edge it, and I've gone for a 2-1 win for Newcastle United. Let's see what Wesley Schnauzer and Mayan Fox are saying on this one. I don't know why I keep looking over there, because they're not there. So I'm not going to look over there. Okay, let's see what they're saying.
Everton against Newcastle. Everton playing tonight against Manchester United. We don't know on that one. Newcastle got a cracking great 3-point against Manchester City. Harvey Barnes scored a brace. That what a win for him. And also Harvey Barnes have been superb. And also I'm saying 3-1 to Newcastle. I think that will be hard. I think I've got a feeling Newcastle will win. They will go back on winning straight. See a bit that one.
Everton versus Newcastle United. Now, Everton and Newcastle United both won their last games and are pretty evenly matched. That's why I'm going for a Desmond in this one, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 5 is a London derby, and it is Tottenham Hotspur versus Fulham. Now, let's have a look at Tottenham Hotspur first. They haven't won in their last 3 games. They sit 9th in the league at the moment, and they did get smashed by their London rivals in the North London derby, Arsenal, with Eze getting a hat-trick in that game. A little bit of pressure on Thomas Frank after that game. And their opponents is Fulham. Now, Fulham haven't started off the season very well, but they have picked up a little bit, and they won their last game 1-0 against Sunderland. What's my prediction for this one? I've gone for Tottenham to get back to winning ways, and a 2-1 win for Tottenham for me. Let's see what the two boys are saying about this one.
London derby then. Tottenham Hotspur versus Fulham. Spurs lost 4-1 against Arsenal. That's for shot. And also Fulham got a cracking great 3 points and won 1-0 against Sunderland. Yeah, I'm saying this one, I can't see Spurs winning on that one. I can see Fulham winning 2-1. That's my opinion. What are your thoughts on that one?
Tottenham versus Fulham, a North London derby. Now Tottenham getting smashed by their North London rivals Arsenal in the last game. I think they will get back to winning ways against Fulham, and I've gone for a 3-1 win for the Tottenham Hotspurs.
Game number 6 is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Now let's start off with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace sit 5th in the league at the moment, doing well. They haven't lost in their last 3 games, and they won their last game 2-0 against Wolves. Their opponents is Manchester United. Now Manchester United are 10th in the league. They haven't lost in their last 5. They've drawn their last 2 games against Forest and against Tottenham. So they're going good as well. So both teams are going good at the moment. That's why I've gone for a 2-2 prediction, Desmond, for this game. Let's see what the boys are saying.
Crystal Palace versus Manchester United on this one. Yes, this one will be tough. And Crystal Palace doing decent. They won. And also they got a win. That's good for them. Yeah. And also Manchester United playing tonight against Everton. I'm saying to win. Crystal Palace will win that one 2-1. That's my opinion.
Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Both teams are in good form at the moment, but I agree with Mind the Silver Fox, and I've gone for a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace in this game.
Game number 7 is a West Midlands derby, and it is Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, let's start off with Wolves first. Wolves sit bottom of the league. They've been there pretty much all season, and they do have a new man in charge in Rob Edwards, but it hasn't halted their losing streak. They haven't won in their last 5 or more games, and not doing that great. Will they pick up? We'll have to wait and see for that. They are playing against an Aston Villa side who currently sit 4th in the league and are doing very, very well after a shaky start to the season. They've only lost once in their last 5 games. Right, so what's my prediction for this one? I've gone for a 3-1 win for Aston Villa. Let's see what the boys are saying on this game.
Aston Villa versus Wolves. That's my opinion. Wolves not doing very well, and they lost 1-0 against Crystal Palace. And also, I'm saying another one. Aston Villa won 2-1 against Leeds United. What's gone on with that? Yeah, cracking 3 points. They're back in top 4. Aston Villa. They're back on winning ways. Straight back on wins. And I'm saying on that one, 3-0 to Aston Villa. They can beat too easily and get the 3 points and they'll win.
Aston Villa versus Wolves, a Birmingham derby this one. Aston Villa are going good guns. Wolves are hopeless at the moment. I feel sorry for their fans. Aston Villa will win this 2-0.
Game number 8 is Nottingham Forest versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, let's have a look at Brighton first. 6th in the league at the moment. Haven't lost in their last 3 games. Won their last game against Brentford 2-1 and doing very well. Their opponents are Nottingham Forest, who haven't started off the season very well, but since they've changed their manager from Postecoglou to Sean Dyche, they have been more resilient and have picked up 2 wins on the bounce and haven't lost in their last 3 as well. So they've they're climbing up the table slowly, and Sean Dyche is going to do Sean Dyche stuff. He's going to keep them in that league, and he might get them a European place. So what's my prediction for this one? I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest to get their 3rd win on the bounce under Sean Dyche, and I've gone for a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest. Let's see what the boys are saying on this one.
Right, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton Albion. Yes, I'm saying this one. Forest are doing decent. They won 3-0 against Liverpool. I can't believe that one. And Brighton Albion won 2-1 against Brentford. I'm saying this one. I can see one team winning this one is Forest. I'm saying no, I'm not saying Forest. I'm saying Brighton win 2-1. That's my opinion.
Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. Both teams winning their last game. I think this is an intriguing game, and I'm going to go for a draw in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Game number 9 is West Ham United versus Liverpool. Now, let's start off with last year's Premier League winners, Liverpool. What has happened to them? They are in turmoil. In the last 7 games, they've only won once and they've lost 6 in their last 7 games. That's terrible form. That is relegation form. Their opponents are West Ham. Now, West Ham sit just above the relegation zone. They haven't lost in their last 3 under their new manager, Nuno Espirito Santos. They did draw their last game against, who was it? Against Bournemouth. And the previous 2 games before that, they did win. So they have picked up under their new manager. So what's my prediction for this one? I've gone for a 2-1 win for West Ham. That's my prediction. What about the boys? What are they saying?
Right, West Ham versus Liverpool. Oh, that does be a tough one. Yes, Liverpool plays West Ham. West Ham got a draw against Bournemouth. That's a good point for them. And also Liverpool lost 3-0 against Forest at their home Anfield. I'm saying on that one, you know what I'm going to say on this one? 2-2 draw at Devon. Ooh, that's my opinion. Just same bit.
West Ham versus Liverpool. Now, Liverpool can't keep on losing, can they? Oh, they can. No, I'm not going to do that. I think Liverpool will get back to winning ways in this game, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Liverpool.
Game number 10 and the last game of the weekend is a biggie. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal. Now, Chelsea are second in the league and Arsenal are top. So it's first versus second. Chelsea have won 3 on the bounce. They have played against Tottenham, Wolves and Burnley. Arsenal, they just beat Tottenham in the North London derby 4-1 with Eberechi Eze getting a hat-trick at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, this will be a good game. Who's going to come out on top though? I've gone for a 1-0 win for Arsenal in this game. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. What about what the boys are saying for this last game?
Chelsea against Arsenal. Chelsea won 2-1 and Arsenal won 4-1 against Tottenham Hotspur. That cracking Eze scored hat-trick. And also that's a cracking 3 point for Arsenal. And also I think this one will, I don't think they're going to win the league. Arsenal, I can see it now. They're going to win the league this season. That's my opinion. I'm going to say Arsenal win 2-1. Same bit.
The last game is Chelsea versus Arsenal. London derby, this one as well. And a tasty one, this one, first versus second. I think, though, this will end up a draw. A 1-1 draw in this game. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on our next prediction show. Or the match day vlog. Look out for that as well.
This is from Mayan Little Thoughts. Like and subscribe to the channel and get down there to subscribe and see you next one. Up the tech. Loudbot. Come on, City. Let's go. Like and subscribe. Let's get to 8K before the Christmas. Come on. Let's go. Up the city.
That concludes our Premier League predictions for week number 13. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do what Mine the Silver Fox has just said. Help us to reach that 8,000 subscribers by Christmas. You can help us to do that. So we'll see you on the next one, and we will be at Southampton away tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Adios, amigos.